guys have won a championship, still had a couple of games to go. So what do you stress to the team about trying to keep that focus of saying there's still a lot of goals out there that you want to accomplish?
I mean, at this point, I think we're here. I think our team wants to win out, wants to be undefeated, and in order for us to do that, we got to show up and play the way we've been playing all season long.
Do you talk about 16-0 as a goal, or do you talk about 16-0 as a way to get a number one seed in the tournament?
We really haven't talked about number one seed. We just want to win out in our league. I think we've done more than enough to get a number one seed, whether that's a number one overall, which I think we still have done. We got to keep writing our narrative, which is just win, and then everything will take care of itself.
I'm curious, how do you nurture and grow Zaya's killer instinct? Because you can see her just take over at times. So from your perspective, how do you kind of encourage that mentality throughout the season and during games?
I mean, players are going to be players. With a player like Zaya, you got to let her learn from her mistakes. If she's aggressive, we don't want to take that away from her. She is one that wants it all right now. It's a double-edged sword in that she wants it now, right now. Sometimes her play doesn't always say that. At times, sometimes it does. But what she really does is listens, and when she listens, she wants to correct her mistakes. So that's a good place to be when you have a killer instinct like Zaya, and the ability to want to listen and learn and execute and get better.
You talked about the emotional high coming down from UConn that game. Is there anything like that after winning a championship, or is that kind of just different?
No, that was a little different. I think because we controlled our own destiny, and there were a lot of games left to play in order for, if it didn't turn out, if we were tied with the win against Kentucky and the win, a Mississippi State win, we still had time to be sole possession of first place.
A lot of talk has been your freshmen, they don't play like freshmen, they play like upperclassmen. But this is going to be their first SEC tournament, their first March Madness, whether or not they act like it or not. Do you think they have that poise to go into a place like March Madness in the SEC tournament and kind of conduct themselves the way they have all season long?
I mean, we've played, 28 games? Is it 28? 28 games, and I mean, they've approached it the same way. I can only go by history, and their history is they don't take anybody lightly. They want to win every single game that they play, and they'll approach it that way.
Approaching 22 wins, which would tie the program record, I guess, obviously we've been over this over and again, that where you didn't know what to expect coming in.
21, 20, what is it?
I think if you win this one, you'll have 22, tie the program record.
In a row,
yeah.
Consecutive. Oh, okay. I didn't really.
Not even aware of that.
I didn't read Diana's notes yet. I usually do it play. What was the question?
I was going to ask if it meant a lot to you guys to hit that, but...
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. I mean, it means a lot in that we want to win. We want to win and win out. And that's with everything. And hopefully we can blow that record in a hole big time with the team that we have. So we look forward to every win that we can, connect with the other one.
Dawn, a little off topic, but the ACC and Big Ten have kind of proposed a one-time free transfer in college sports. Curious your take on it and how you think it would maybe impact the game if adopted.
It's bittersweet, It's bitter in that you're going to have coaches who are recruiting your current roster, the ones that, playing time or a bad week or a bad day or a bad game. You're going to have coaches just in their parents' ears or their social media accounts saying, look, you won't have those days over here. And then you have, players being able to move freely with the current rate of how we've been handled with waivers to play right away. It hurt us, but now somebody else is going to reap the benefit of a change. And I think players need to get their freedom of movement, but I just don't think we really understand the totality of what it's going to do and the integrity that can be compromised with this rule change. So I'm indifferent. I want it for the players, but I don't want it for the profession.